Wrong button. Hello everyone and welcome. This is the Silent K and today we're going to be playing some MekHQ. Depending on how things go, we might be finishing this contract or we might get stuck in a mission. Hello Virank, I'm glad you could make it. Always a pleasure, of course. And we are picking up roughly where we left off last week. The only thing I've done really off camera aside from ordering some SRM4 ammo. Yeah, I really was the Silent K for a minute. So I ordered some SRM4 ammo, and in the warehouse, I was just looking at some things. We have a lot of damaged parts that we could be working on fixing. So I was gonna try to knock some of those out if we had time today. Depending on, well, depending on what we can do as far as repairing things goes, we should be. The Wyvern's already back. The Cestus is back. Let's see. The Marauder is back. The Marauder took some damage. Oh wait, no. The Marauder went. The Marauder went into battle with less than full armor on its left and right torso. Other than that, he took 3 points to his right arm, something like that. Which actually works out perfectly because we have 3 points of ferrofibrous armor in stock. We do have another 960 points on armor that may or may not be enough. Huh. Yeah, we'll do 2,000 points on on order. We've got 9,000 points of standard armor in stock. Yeah, who's going to be our ammo tech for today? That's going to be Josefa, who is our least advanced tech. The Blackhawk does not have ammo. The Cestus needs 7 shots of Gauss rifle ammo. The Crab does not have ammo. The Griffin does not need any ammo. The Grizzly just got its arm put back on. Still needs some lasers installed. Does not need that much armor. Only needs 22 points. So we'll have. Who was it? Who was our armor tech? That was Elena, I think, was going to be our next internal specialist. So yeah, she'll be doing our armor. At least all the armor that we can do in 1/8 time, for sure. Yeah, we'll do ones. Cestus, we'll also be able to do that probably on zeros, not ones. Let's see, the Grizzly, let's do some lasers. We'll do ×3, I think, on those, was it? Monroe? No, we can do those in ×2. Means that no, Veronica's really close to being an elite tech. Guillaume also really close to becoming elite tech, but has 3 XP less. Do we have any weapon specialists? Septi. No, Septi's only a regular tech when it comes to mechs. Have Denise do one of those. Have Shada do one of those. Try and fail. We'll have Dulfikar, who's sitting on 8 XP, try one of those and fail. We'll have Guillaume try one of those and succeed. Okay, Kostya. I shouldn't have had Guillaume do that. Guillaume wanted to do something smaller, like these actuators. Malcolm can actually be doing these actuators even quicker since he's an internal specialist. He can do those in 12 minutes a pop. Gained an XP. Man, techs are just learning things left and right on those rolls of 2. Let's see, the Griffin. Griffin's left torso is gonna be almost a day's worth of work, so we can do that. Let's see. These guys are gonna be 180 time. We'll have Halima do those. Halima gained 2 XP trying, but didn't actually accomplish anything. How about Ogiko can do one? And I guess Susan can do one. Hunchback 2C. Oh, that's inoperable? No, we are stripping that bad boy for its ammo. The Man-O-War. We want to get the left arm on. We want to get the engine into. Let's see. Ben, we put the left arm on today. Hopefully. Yes, we can. Let's see. The armor, we only have 3 points in stock, so we can't do any of that. The upper arm actuator, we can have. Not Daniel. Who had all the XP? It was Guillaume. It wasn't just Guillaume. It was Guillaume and I guess someone who already spent their time. Okay, well. These actuators, that's just one actuator? Well, we can do that in 12 minutes, so it leaves us 213 minutes left. Double heatsink. $190 minutes left. Replace engine. Can do that in 180 minutes. We can replace that engine. Nice. How about Dulfikar does that? And then repairing the XL engine. Oh, that's a big job. Or, you know, maybe it's an Elena job and she can do it on a 300 minutes? No, how about we do that in 150 minutes? It had 4 hits, and it's going to cost us 500,000 C-bills to fix it. But only 2.5 hours. Right, medium lasers. We can have Chris do these medium lasers in like quarter time, so 30 minutes each. Alright, that just leaves the armor on the Man-O-War, which is ferrofibrous, which is in short supply. The Marauder. We're gonna have Guillaume do that in 1/8 time. Okay, the Thunderbolt. We've got some parts to take off of it. Guillaume can pull a heatsink. And Guillaume can maybe pull another heatsink if there's another one in there. There's not, but there are some actuators that we can do in 45 minutes each. Alright, so we'll do that one twice. Kostya should be able to knock out 4 of these. Let's see. Mel can do some of those. Fox could use the XP. Oh, he's already internal specialist too, so he can do these in quarter time. 23 minutes a pop, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He just took half the actuators out of a Mac, and it took him like half a day. Let's see. Ammo bins. Who can we get on that? Oh, those are going to be 120 minutes each for a veteran. Oliver can do those. Let's see. The Artemis 4 is going to take a little bit more time, so we'll have Jamel do that. The Streak and the LRM, we can do those. Or, you know what? Chris can do those in 120 minutes each. And then we can have Elena start taking apart the legs. We can have Fred Modry taking apart the arms. Oh, needed a 5. Let's see, the left torso is going to be a bit of a problem. We'll have Penny do that today and tomorrow. That'll leave like 60 minutes, 61 minutes left. The right torso, we can have Fred Modry pull that. In the cockpit, we can have Janet spend 2 days on that. Let's see, the Warhammer needs some armor, needs the AMS reloaded, so we've got, oh, Shasta can be off the list. Let's see, as far as the armor goes, there's Fox. Fox can do all these armors on 3s, so yeah, we'll go ahead and do all of those. Thunderbolt's a work in progress. Marauder's waiting on Ferrofibrous. Manowar's waiting on Ferrofibrous. The Hunchback has some standard armor that we could be pulling. The Veronica. Veronica was the one who was 2 XP away from being an elite. She can do these in halftime. 4, 8, 11, 17, so there should be 6 more. There's 4 and 2. Okay. And yeah, she can do these 5 minutes a point instead of 10 minutes a point. No, that one's not right. Oh my goodness, can we roll higher than a 3? Well, we can roll a 2, but at least we gain an XP on that. And there is her second point of XP that she needed, so that should be right there. Okay, and we can spend that XP. We now have 8 elite mech techs. Nice. So yeah, she can do that. We got some double heat sinks. We can have Chris pull one of those. Other one, we can have Fred Modry pull. That'll leave him with 120 minutes today. We've got weapon specialists, but they're both tapped out for the day. Who else was Crystalina and Ben? Yeah, they're all tapped out. Anacito, you don't have much XP. We can spend the whole day on that. The ammo bin, we can have Oliver Costa pull the ammo bin with his remaining time. The other Ultra AC5 will have town. George Valdez will pull the other Ultra AC20 or gain an XP trying. How about Monroe can take a crack at that on a 4? Yeah. And then the ammo bin, have Susan take a crack at that. The ER medium lasers, those are going to be. We'll just spend all day on those as well. We'll have Tamalika and Big Knock do one each. 200 XL engine. We're not actually doing anything with. Kazuko, you don't have much XP and you do have a lot of time, so you're gonna pull that XL engine out. Gyro. Gyro is gonna be 600 minutes, so we'll have Sosik do that. Cockpit. I'd like to have this thing taken apart by tomorrow, so that really just leaves B for the head, unless Renita is not going to be able to spend her whole time on it tomorrow. B will. Okay, so now we're into the actuators. And we should be able to knock these out pretty quick. I'll do a couple. Fox do a couple. I'll have Susan do a couple. Daniel Apti and Ogiko can do one each. That just leaves the jump jets and then the parts. Jump jets are going to be 180 minutes each. We'll have to do one. We'll have Kai do 2. Septi use the XP, but she's gonna have to do times 4. And then okay, so Septi can pull the arm off. Astruden can pull the legs off. That just leaves the head. We're waiting on the cockpit, and the right torso, we're waiting on the engine. The crab can finish coming apart. We've got the Cephalic, pull the head off. No, Ethan can do that. Okay, left arm has 120 minutes left, and then we can do the left torso, the Black Hawk. We can take that thing apart. We'll have Ethan, Cepha, and Sept. Okay, is that it for the repair bay? Yeah, looks like it is. What else have we got? We'll need more heat sinks before we can upgrade the Mad Cat. I was about to call it a Marauder. For XP... Oh, Tugu still has 40 XP. What can we spend that on? I was thinking maybe some Like It Hot as an SPA. So that way he can afford to spend a little bit more of his heat when he gets a good opportunity. Or honestly, multitasker maybe. Multitasker, energy and missile gunnery doesn't really make sense for him. Cluster hitter maybe, because he does have LRMs and SRMs, but it's only a +1. Yeah, I think we're gonna go Some Like It Hot. Well, Tugu doesn't generally split his fire. He has enough weaponry that he can split his fire between long and short range, and he doesn't have the heat sinks to do both. So, yeah, he does tend to focus down one unit at a time. And he tends to go either long or short range and not both. But I'm thinking with Some Like It Hot, maybe he could do a little bit more of that shooting when the opportunity presents itself. Or we could just go for a point of gunnery, but that would really affect his battle value. Or his piloting might not be a bad idea. 4 is kind of middling. We could get a point of piloting and, I don't know, pain resistance. Melee specialist? No, he doesn't really get into melee range that often. That stalker is just too slow. Hopping Jack doesn't make sense. Eagle's Eyes doesn't make sense. Dodge doesn't make sense. I'm thinking either Cluster Hitter or Some Like It Hot. But we don't have to decide right now. Let's see. A of O is clear. The briefing room is clear. TO and E. Okay, Tethys is ready to go. Illusion is waiting on Ernestine. Galatea. Galatea is waiting on the Marauder. The Marauder is not fully armored, so Galatea is out. So we've got no, not Illusion. We've got Tethys Lance. Ryuku should be ready to go. Yeah, the Marauder is listed as undamaged. Don't know why. Mariana. Tonga's waiting on Ash. She'll be ready in like 3 more days, I think. She's got a broken rib. No, I'm thinking of someone else. She's got a bruise and some cuts. She'll be ready in 3 days. Oh, Ernestine. Ernestine is the one with the broken rib, yeah. Briefing room, TONE. Stellar map, we're not going anywhere. Command center, won't do anything until tomorrow, so let's go ahead and advance the day. It is now September 10th. It is a Friday. Thinking. Okay. Okay, so we got a couple birthdays. We got maintenance on the Archer, Wyvern's Archer. Oh, actually had some room for improvement. Still does have a little room for improvement. The left leg and the upper arm actuator. are still at C, and I'm seeing some B's, but yeah, Certain is doing some pretty good work there. Let's see, the Marauder, quality A, and it looks like that large pulse laser is improving as well. Rolled in 11, margin of 8. Nice. And the Cestus is also improving. I do still see a couple of C's. We've got a left arm and an upper leg actuator still at C level quality. We got a 300XL engine. We got 15 tons of ferrofibrous armor in. We got some TSM endo steel parts in. Some medium lasers, some LRM ammo, some armor standard, and ERPPC. Oh, speaking of ERPPCs, we have 2 clan ERPPCs in Omnipods. I would like to put those on the Warhammer. So let's go ahead. Why does it say we have 0 in use? I know that we have at least 4 in use. ERPPC clan used functional. I'm missing something. ERPPC clan times 4 in the TONE. ERPPC times 2, none in use. Clan. Okay, well, you know what? That is what it is. Let's find that Warhammer down here in the 70-ton max. Now if we replace the 2 PPCs, that'll save us 2 tons and 2 crits. 2 tons and 2 crits. Is that enough? Double heat sinks. I think we've got like 20 some odd and double heat sinks in stock right now. We could save a lot of crits by going with clan double heat sinks, but that will be a very long and involved refit, so we're not going to do that just yet. We are going to those. Okay, yeah, we're already mixed inner sphere. We want energy, we want RC. Does 15 damage. We're going to add 2 of those. And that's going to be the left arm and the right arm. And that leaves us with 4 empty crits and 2 empty tons. And we could just throw on a couple more regular medium lasers. We've only got 4 of them, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we only have 4 regular medium lasers. Yeah. Just throw in a couple of standard medium lasers. I'll put 1 more in each arm. Yeah, the side torso. No, we'll put them in the center torso. Why not? Oh, good grief. That's going to be a 13-day refit? That's kind of a lot. Huh. What if we take those medium lasers out? Also, it's a battle value adjustment of 565. Good gracious. 1440. Okay. Yeah, we'll spend 3 days doing the refit. And that'll be under tonnage. Who's our engineers? Edeborg, Tamalika, Susan, and Fox. Fox can do it on a 5+. Edeborg should be able to do it in like a 4+. Tamalika and Susan are both. I'll have Tamalika do it, hopefully, on a 5. I get the feeling she's low on XP. Hold on, back. Tamalika. Oh, Tamalika actually. Yeah, it's kind of low on XP. Who else was it? Susan? No, Susan has also 13 XP, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, well, yes, we know we're underweight, and we'll have, Fox doesn't need the, wants more XP than that. We'll have Tamalika do the refit. We'll call it the 5.7, because why not? And that'll be ready day after tomorrow, should be. 960 minutes left to completion in 2 days. That is a lot of battle value, yes, but that Warhammer was really only effective once he got within medium laser range, and I wanted to do something about that. I wanted him to be capable as a sniper as well as a brawler. Also, I've been itching to get Wyvern's Archer 350 XL engine and Ash's Archer a 350 XL engine, because those are both also short range mechs and they're much too slow. How quickly can we do that? Type engine type. 19,000 minutes nears makes no difference. It only improves the battle, increases the battle value by 94. It improves. It actually is a bad thing. But it's not that bad. 94 is not a lot. To go with 584 movement profile, I'd love to go 585, but I'd have to pull something, probably armor. Definitely armor. Got half a ton of wasted armor almost. Yeah. Yeah. We'll wait a little bit on that just because it's such a time investment. But that is something I definitely want to do. I really want to get those mechs a bit more speed, and honestly, we only have 2. We've got 2 more in transit. I'd order more, but they're bloody expensive. There goes the Nova Cat. Okay, the Thunderbolt just needs its head taken off. We'll have Septi can do that. Marauder's waiting on armor, the Manowar's waiting on armor, the Hunchback just needs its head and torso off. Septi can do the head. And then Shoyab do the torso. And the Crab just needs torso taken off. We'll have Shoyab do that. Now we're just waiting on armor. I have a question. How possible is it to have a second set of mechs ready for the pilots to use? You know, multiple battles easier than perhaps? It would, well, for everyone to have 2 mechs would be not very feasible, because that's what, another 24 mechs that we would have to be doing maintenance on. We could pull half of our pilots back and use half the pilots with the same number of mechs that we have. 12 pilots, 24 mechs. But that would Honestly, I feel like that would get really confusing trying to remember who was in which mech when they're not actually in it. Oh, a couple spare lances? I mean, all these guys in the light lavender color, we can pull those out on short notice. We can unmothball those in a day, uh, or in a tech day, which is actually 0 time at all. Because you can unmothball it the same day that you bring it into action. So if we needed to pull some of these guys out of mothballs, we can do that on short notice. Um, it's an interesting thought. It is an interesting thought, but um, yeah, I mean we have enough elite mech warriors that we could do that. Just have 12 elite mech warriors and 24 mechs. But like I said, it would get confusing remembering who was assigned to what mech. Earth Charge and Iron Man. 2-3 with no special abilities, 1 point of edge. Go to. Okay, no go to. I want to see that Phoenix Hawk. Does it only have one ER large laser or does it have two? Yeah, no, it only has one. 1, 2, 3, half. Oh, but it can't really use it because it only has single heat sinks. That's boo boo. Let's swap to Phoenix Hawks. 44 versus 136. Yeah, this one has more armor as well. Worth 1245. This one is worth 1098, so a difference of 147 points. Yeah, I kind of want the Phoenix Hawk that can actually fire its main gun being piloted by someone who is specialized in that main gun. So we're going to assign to unit none. Assign to unit as pilot mech medium. ER large laser goes to Lysag, and the KDM Mark II goes to Ernestine. And of course we have to swap them in the okay. Yeah, Ernestine Feller is in wait, hold on. Was it not Illusion? Yeah, it was. Lysag in Illusion Lance, and Ernestine in Ryuku? No. Ernestine was in Illusion, and Lysag was in Ryuku. And I think it's funny that Lysag, being a 2-3 pilot, is actually ranked higher than Lieutenant Ernestine Feller, who's a 1-3 pilot. But that's because he is the best pilot in his unit, in his lance. Speaking of which, got one edge, got one strategy, one leadership. I need to be bringing Ryuku Lance out more, because all of those guys are like, we've got one edge. Oh, Zero Chu has 4 edge. Roretta Gato has 1 edge. Okay, so everyone here has at least 1 edge, so that's good. That is to say, if we get another battle in the next hour and 20 minutes. Okay, so got Peony, the briefing room, AFL personnel, Singer, Irving. day. That'll be Saturday. And we are going to have 2 pilots out of the infirmary tomorrow, which is good because we do have a battle coming up in 4 days, all of a sudden. Okay, so Spaceman Zaruchi was a green hyperspace navigator, celebrates 4 years with us. 5 is not high enough. No. Oh, it is. He is now a regular hyperspace navigator. Okay. 5 plus. 5 plus. 5 plus. Okay. Oh, there was something else I wanted to check on. Any of our admins ready to go up yet? Nope, doesn't look like. Okay, so, couple of birthdays. Let's see, 5 tons of ferrofibrous armor has arrived, a 240 fusion engine. Not sure why we ordered a 240 fusion engine, not an XL or something. 2 medium lasers, 60 tons of armor, 2 ERPPCs, and 25 tons of standard aerospace armor have arrived. We still have 10 tons of LRM-10 ammo on order. We have 20 more lots of ferrofibrous armor on order, and of course those clan double heatsink omnipods that we're waiting on. We only need 2 more of those actually, because we pulled 3 of them, I think, out of the Nova. So we need 2 more clan omnipods for double heatsinks, and then we can get our Mad Cat up and running with what is it? 42 heat sinking? Yeah, 42 heat sinking and potentially 60 damage at long range. Not bad, not bad for a 75-ton mech. We've got the Warhammer ready tomorrow, hopefully. We've got Ratnabala working on the Griffin ready in 7 days. We've got Alexandru Sargent working on the Cyclops. It'll be ready in 55 days. New scenario will occur 9/15. Let's check out that scenario. Sector 0-0806. Intercept engagement. Okay. Break through or destroy intercepting force. Unresolved light craters snow. Hostile battle value 24,000 battle value almost, and allied battle value is under 1,200. What are we doing here? We've got a 4/5 and a dervish on our side. They're bringing 2 stars plus a point of elementals, looks like. They're almost all veteran pilots, almost all 3/4s. They do have Akshi, a 2/3 and a Hunchback 2C, and Viola, Fetladral, and a Wyvern, also a 2/3 pilot. Yuan Han, the pilot of their Ryokan A, is a regular pilot. The Ryokan A is the one with 4 medium pulses, a pair of Streak 6s with a ton of ammo each, and an LRM-20 with 2 tons of ammo. So, LRM-20 gonna be kind of nasty at long range. You get in close, you got those 4 lasers and 12 SRMs on top of that. That Ryokan is gonna be pretty gnarly. We've got a Fenris D, which has 4 medium pulses and an AMS. We've got a Fenris B, has an ER large and 10 SRMs. Phantom D, which has 2 ER mediums, 3 ER mediums, a Streak 4, and an ER small. So lots of little mechs. We already saw the Ryokan A, the Shadowcat Prime has jump jets, Gauss rifle, 2 ER mediums, and mask. Okay. We can expect him to be fast. The Phantom C is an ER small laser boat for 8 of them. So it's basically Locust 2C. It's tougher. We've got the Elemental Flamer Squad. We've got a Timberwolf Prime, which has the twin ER larges, and the twin ER mediums, and the twin LRM 20s, and machine guns. And I think an ER small? Maybe not. Ice Ferret Prime. Yeah, we've already got a D and a B. This one has a PPC, an ER small, and a Streak 2, as well as an active probe. Hunchback 2C we know and love. The Wyvern 5NB, the Royal variant. Large Pulse, medium, small. LRM 10, SRM 6. I assume double heat sinks. And an elite pilot. That Hunchback 2C with the elite pilot needs to be our biggest priority, I think, though. 2 Ultra AC 20s, paper thin armor, elite pilot. Gotta go. So yeah, they've got 2 stars. We're gonna bring 2 lances. One of your forces has been intercepted by a large enemy contingent, cutting off their path to safety. The enemy intends to encircle and destroy your units before they can regroup. Your mission is to break through the lines and reach safety, or destroy at least 75% of their forces to render them combat ineffective. The enemy holds the advantage in numbers and positioning, but they are not unbeatable. A direct breakthrough will require speed, coordination, and decisive strikes against their weakest points. If a clean escape is not possible, you must shift to a battle of attrition. Eliminate 75% of their forces will ensure they can no longer threaten your retreat. The enemy will control the battlefield at the end of the engagement, meaning no recovery of fallen assets will be possible. Time is against you. Break out before they close the trap, or break them so thoroughly that they can no longer fight. I'm going to go ahead and rule that if we break them so thoroughly they can no longer fight, we will control the battlefield. Your employer is dispatching a force to assist with this objective, a dervish. Your force has the drop on the enemy. Reach the destination edge with 50% of elution. Destroy or rout 75% of the following forces. So elution is what they're saying. Okay. Elution is worth 11.9. 11.9 and 12.4 is 24.4, which might work. Or we could bust out Tonga. We've got a little bit of time, but I'm leaning towards Tonga just because I want to see those PVCs in action against a swarm of light and medium clan mechs. I don't think we have anything else going on today, so let's move on to Sunday, the 12th. Odd exception found. Okay, hopefully that's not game breaking. Okay, these are the same. Okay. So we do have some more birthdays. We've got another engine arrived. We've got some more triple strength mimer has arrived, a left leg and a right arm. We've got another 50 tons of standard armor, another what is that? 2 tons of LRM5 armor ammo. Sorry, I'm looking at the 10 tons of aerospace armor that arrived. Sure, Hoser agrees. Yeah. Real quick, how much XP are you sitting on right now? Sitting on 11 XP and 6 edge. Jeez, I didn't even realize. Look at those awards. That's kind of nuts. Purple Heart ×2, Bronze Star ×8, Combat Commendation ×4, Galactic War on Pirating, Expeditionary, Distinguished Service, Meritorious unit. An invasion. Longevity. Good conduct. Okay, so yeah, other than looking at Hoser's medals, yes, I would like to see all 4 of those PPCs in action, especially. Wait. Yeah, we went with Blind Fighter, so we've got Darkness and Weather resistance. This is Lightfall, Dawn, Dusk. So that is 1 for light and 1 for weather, I believe. Still impressed with his double kill. What was that? 1 with the PPCs and 1 melee, right? I don't remember what they were, though. Sentinel, Crab, the Blackhawk, the Griffin. So 4 kills. I don't remember which ones you killed on the same turn. Was it the Crab and the Sentinel? I feel like one was the Sentinel. But yeah. Okay, so we've got until the 15th, so that's the 11th. What else can we have on order? We've got more LRM ammo, more ferrofibrous armor. We got plenty of engines. Do we need more standard armor? I don't think we do. Are we going to need more standard armor in a month? Probably not. Yeah, I can't think of anything that we need to have on order right now. So let's go ahead. Oh. Colonel, I've received word from Allied Command that our unit has fallen below the agreed deployment levels. They've noted that they are being forced to stretch their resources to compensate for the shortfall. Allied Command has requested an immediate response on how we intend to address the situation. Better take a look. Okay. So now all of a sudden we need a frontline unit, and we apparently don't have one. Reserve, maneuver, patrol, maneuver, auxiliary. We'll do. Okay. Frontline gives you mines and support from infantry or battle armor. Okay, not really the best. Let's see, reserve. Yeah, we'll put Mariana in frontline. Okay, Mariana is frontline. Today is, I believe, the 12th, not the 11th still, because of the uncut exception. Yeah, there it is. Sunday, September 12th. Okay, so moving on to Monday the 13th. Okay, we got some birthdays. We've got 3 support points, crucially. That is. Okay, so we've got 3 support points. That's good. We got some people wanting to drop out of their education, but we're convinced to stick it out. Maintenance on the Warhammer 5.7. We've got an improvement on the ERPPC. It doesn't matter because. Oh, no. I get those details again? It does matter because that was the brand new PPC we just installed, so that was actually kind of nice. So we've got another engine, a couple more tons of LRM ammo, 30 more tons of armor, some more triple strength myomer, ferrofibrous, 2 right arms, a couple more vehicle engines, and 10 more tons of standard aerospace armor. We've got the Griffin ready in 6 days and the Cyclops ready in 54 days. And we've got this intercept engagement that we're going to have to deploy for deployment date. Deployment date? We'll see a deployment date. Probably tomorrow. We'll see. So yeah, that'll be everyone out of the infirmary, the warehouse. Oh, we can do some stuff in the warehouse. I forgot about that. We'll have a veteran needing a 7 to repair that gyro at ×4. Where's our internal specialist? Where is Ediborg? Ediborg can do it on a 5, so we'll have her go ahead and do that. The 3-ton gyro. Then Ediborg. Ben is the only other one. He also needs a 5. We'll do that. 275 fusion engine, so we can have a veteran do that. We'll have a Dulficar spending today and tomorrow on that. Cockpit, we can have we'll have Veronica. We'll have Malcolm do that because he's an internal specialist. He can do that on a 5. Right, torso, clan endosteel. We can have a veteran do that in a day and a half. Large pulse laser. We can have. We don't need to spend that much time on that actually. We can have Rudin do that. In 150 minutes, not bad. Okay, oh, Mech. Left arm. There's your endosteel, okay. Let's go back to this engine. Oh, 4 hits. If we can do it, that would be nice. We'll have Loney can do that on a 6. It should break it on a 2 or a 3. That's a 1 in 12 chance of breaking it. I think we're going to hold off on that engine. We'll do the endosteel arm. We'll have Shada do that. Left torso, we can have Big Knock do that. Right leg, we can have Amalika do that. Left torso, we can have Denise do that. Oh, maybe an auto 5. Okay. Those are being worked on. That we're holding off on. A double heat sink. We can have. We can have a non-mech tech do this. So we can actually have maybe an aero tech. Vessel, battle armor. Arrow with 4 XP, arrow with 15 XP, arrow with 16 XP. Mechanic with 17. We really do have a bunch of techs when you add them all up. Mostly mech techs. fair number of mechanics plus the arrow tax. We have an arrow tax. No, we don't. Okay, well, we will have, what's his name? Rimpie. Do that on a 3. Foot actuators, that is going to have to be a mech tech. We'll have Septi. Well, she's an internal specialist. We'll have Josefa. Do that on a 4. Hand actuator, you know what, we'll have Septi do that on a 3. Hand actuator, we'll have Shoya do that on a 3. Let's see, all the omnipods that we're not going to fill, and then the left torso, inner sphere endosteel, we'll have Halima do that. 2 medium lasers. We'll have Ethan do the 2 medium lasers, and we'll have him spend 100 minutes each on those. We've got an ER medium laser. We can have Ethan do that as well. Jump jet. Bradley, the aerotech, can do that. And a medium laser, we can have Bernard, the aerotech, do that. Left leg clan endosteel. Kazuko, you can do that on a 2. Omnipod, double heat sink, man. Wait. Oh, no, that's. Wait. Does that say that we have 8 clan double heatsink omnipods? Give me just a second. Let's kind of veteran. Ayana, can we do one of those? And Francian J, we can do one of those. Does that mean now that we've got enough omnipod heat sinks? Let me check this out. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is something that we are going to be getting started on immediately. Okay, let's put this 1 in 11 chance of hitting the ammo. 1 in 2 chance of hitting the engine, 1 in 3 chance of hitting the gyro. 1 in 11 chance of hitting the ammo, 1 in 6 chance of hitting the engine. Well, it looks as though we can do this right now. Janet, do that on a 2, please. And caught exception. Okay, that's not good. Can we have Janet Andrews try that again with 120 minutes? Okay, we'll try Mark IV, just in case. Omnipod reconfiguration, yes. Uncaught exception, uncaught exception. And now it looks as though I've got two called the Mark IVs. Or Mark III and a Mark IV that are identical is what I mean. Let me try. It's an OmniMek. Why are the other Omni configurations not coming up? Oh, well, uncaught exception or no, we did it. We've got 42 heat sinks in this thing, or 42 heat sinking, on a 5.8 75 tonner. So what unit needs a sniper the most? I'm thinking it could replace the Crusader or the Zeus. 349, 1863. ER PPC, ER large laser, LRM 15. 27, 32. The Zeus is pretty nicely tuned. The Crusader has 40 LRMs. Drop that down to 30 if we add 2 PPCs, what would give it the jump jets. Yeah, let's go ahead. Oh, hold on. Yeah. Alan Davi. And you know what? Alan Davi with 1 tactics, 1 strategy, and 3 edge. Tactics, strategy, no, strategy and leadership, and 1 edge. The Zeus is technically bigger, so yeah, let's go ahead and put Yarvik and Jonathan behind Alan Davi. And Alan Davi will be second in charge of Tethys Lance. No, I'll take tactics over leadership, thank you. We'll put Yarvik and Jonathan behind Branka. Okay, so I don't think we're gonna be able to finish this battle tonight. And last I checked, we haven't been able to load our saved battles. So don't think I'm gonna be able to start the battle tonight. Which kind of sucks, but I can have it ready to go for next week. Oh yeah, the Mad Cat needs to be reloaded. Is this one only 8 minutes to reload? And that one's 15. That's Rudin. Wait. How do we have 16 shots in our left torso? Excuse me? No, he did not have 2 tons of ammo in his left torso. We'll have Janet Andrews. No, we'll have someone else do it this time. Monroe, you can do it. Okay, that looks more like what I was expecting to see. Let's check this out. Okay, we've still got 16 shots in that left torso. Don't know how. It says it's refitting. It says double heat sinks have been added to the procurement list. Let's something I need to do, I think, real quick. Allow purchase of clan tech. Clan tech purchases only, no. Planetary acquisitions. Okay. Acquisitions and deliveries. Okay, so I guess tech limit is the only thing. Okay. Marketplace, unit market. Not unit market, I wanted purchase unit. That is gonna be in advance. And Total Warfare? Okay, yeah, there we go. Yeah, we are going to, just the end Mark 5 is not available for purchase, but we will add that with the GM mode. We will remove this with GM mode. We will, oh dang it, there go my bloody heat sinks. Customize in MekLab. Or, you know what, remove from lab. Can we, was it just that mech? That wouldn't let me, okay. And SL Mark II, good deal. No. And Mark 5. Firing refit kit. Have Veronica Hurst do it. Yes. PM mode. Procure all items immediately. Hanger. Refitting. Alright, we're going to advance to the 14th. Actually, no, we need to assign person. Oh, because it's refitting, we can't assign a person. Let's advance the day. Hopefully we don't get an uncaught exception. Okay. Got a birthday. Oh, Stiletto turned 54. Wow. Tamalika celebrates 6 years. Big Knock celebrates 6 years. Medium lasers, engine, 48 shots of LRM ammo, 50 tons of armor, ERPPC, couple more engines, 5 tons of ferrofibrous, 10 tons of standard aerospace. We fixed all the things we were trying to fix. We've got the Griffin ready in 5 days. We've got the Cyclops ready in 53 days. We have Bad Cat. Add Cat N Mark 5 with 8 tons of ammo, or 8 shots of ammo in each side torso, like we were expecting to see. Now we can assign a pilot. That was Alan Davi. And the tech, I don't remember who the tech was. It wasn't B, wasn't Halima maybe? Alexandru maybe? And then we can also set our maintenance time to ×4. Okay, that's the default. Good deal. It does suck that we had that thing in like quality A, I want to say, and now it's quality C again. But you know what? It's an opportunity. It's not a challenge. Now we just needed to add it to the TO and E. And no, Bronca, then Ellen, then Yarvik, then Jonathan. Okay, yeah, that works for me. Tactics and strategy, pain resistance, some like it hot is not going to come in handy for him. Zeus with no special abilities, even though you're an elite pilot, we should probably roll on that. Yarvik with melee specialist and all weather in the longbow. Jonathan with no special abilities in the Kraken. So it was going to be Aleutian Lance primarily because they are the ones that were called for in the battle. It looks like, you know what? We'll have Bendik is not as good a pilot as Ernestine, but he is in a heavier mech. The champion with 3 ER mediums and a regular medium and an LB10X. 15, 20, heat. Oh, heat. No, it does have heat sink. Okay, so champion. One with no arms? Yeah, one with no arms. 60 tons. Oh, and the targeting computer, yes. Alright, so. Aleutian Lance. Confirm. None. Okay, yeah, doesn't make a difference. And then Tonga Lance as reinforcements. Right. Yeah. Unless all Galatea. No, those are the guys that just saw action. We'll send Tonga. We'll need a 6 on 2 rolls. Rolled a 4 versus 6. We've been delayed. Okay. How much? Against their 24,000 points. We're deploying in... Oh, Aleutian Lance is deploying any. Tonga Lance is deploying in the north. We are to break through... Where is our destination edge? This could be a really short battle, actually. If our destination edge is north, we could just deploy to the north. And they're deploying in the... no, they're deploying in the north as well. Okay. Alright, Bonus champion Clint and Phoenix Hawk against 2 stars. Veterans and elites, mostly. 2 regulars. 2 elites. So on average they are exactly 3-4. And I really wish I could get Ash's unit up to a 585. That would be so nice. Okay, well, let's go ahead and advance a day. Okay, scenario is today deploy a force. Private Arinda is 32 today. The Griffin will be ready in 4 days. Cyclops ready in 52 days. Is there anything else that we need to be doing? We've got the Man-O-War just lacking armor. We've got the Marauder lacking armor. Nakamura is almost an elite admin. Good deal. Let's see. Is negotiation up any? Not yet. Okay. So yeah, I think that is about all we can do until we start that battle, which I don't want to do tonight. Oh. We've got a lot more engines and stuff that we are not working on for some reason. So we've still got this 200 XL engine that we did not repair. Do I want to do that right now? No. I want to do this right now? Yes. Jared Andrews can fix an arm. Malcolm can fix a leg. The rest of these are all going to take a long time. Ultra AC 20. We've got one with 8 hits that we can repair. It'll only cost us 15, almost 16 grand to repair it. And it will take 1,000 minutes though. Do we have any elite techs that are not mech? Doodle. Doodles, you can fix that Ultra AC 20 over the course of 3 days. Yeah. I don't think we're going to have anything else for you in that time period. So we still have 3 engines, a left arm, and a right torso to fix. 40 ton, 50 ton left arm. 13%, 10%. Then we've got this engine here. Okay, so a 200 XL engine, we can do that on a 4 with an elite tech, or if we can get Ediborg to do that, and no, it's still not going to be enough. Could do it in 900 minutes with an elite internal specialist. But we're gonna have an elite do it on a 4 for 1,200 minutes. but that'll be after this upcoming battle. Which, let's go ahead and save our game here after about an hour and a half of spreadsheets and no battle. Finances, infirmary, warehouse. Yeah, we're up on that. Repair bay, the hangar. Crusader. Wait. Oh yeah, we took the Crusader. Yeah, we replaced the Crusader with the Mad Cat, didn't we? Yeah, we've got Alan Davy and the Mad Cat instead of the Crusader. Brankahala and the Zeus, Yarvik and the Longbow, and Jonathan and the Kraken. Alright, our game is saved. We are ready to rock. As soon as we get started next week, we can get started on that battle. Yeah, I think we're ready to rock. Other than Doodles fixing that Ultra AC20, that'll be tomorrow and the next day. Let me just double check this. All right. We're good to go. And next week will be super exciting. We'll go ahead. Let me just double check this. On this hex, we can. Okay, hostile battle value 23,866, allied battle value 26,479. Granted, a little over 1,000 of that is that dervish, which is going to get itself annihilated on turn 2, I expect. So that brings us down to about 25,479. So we've got him by 1,600 points. Almost 3,000 depending on how you count it, but at this level, that's... what is that actually? 2,600 points? That's like a 10% difference. We've got them by 10%. It's less than it sounds like. But yeah, thank you Varank for joining me, and everybody on YouTube and all the lurkers. I'm actually showing I've got 5 viewers right now, which is more than usual. So yeah, thank you guys for joining me, and if you're catching this the next day or anytime later than that, I appreciate it, and I hope you're having a good day. Until next week. Don't forget to like, comment, follow, subscribe, join the community. A link to the Discord is in my Twitch bio, and we will see you then. Have a good one.